All of y'all are so fucking stupid. Y'all so dumb. This is gonna end his career. Bullshit. Bull. I've seen so much worse stuff on like the actual field of adult animation that is so mindless and shit. Like, I've seen so much worse. And to think that this film is like, oh, it's gonna stop the stuff from being made. No one's gonna stop anything. Y'all guys are fucking hyperbolic is what y'all are. But yeah. Fixed.
Let's talk about
Let's talk about it, I guess. It's a movie about a dog who...
Wait. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Charming Analysis podcast. I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And as Jay said, we're talking about Fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, honey. Take it away. Why don't you explain what Fixed is about?
The dog... There's the cat.
Pinky.
There's the cat.
Hi,
A dog, was his name Lucky?
his name was Bull.
Oh, his name was Bull. What the fuck?
Lucky was the friend.
Okay, well, sorry, I always just assume. His name's Bull, and he's gonna get his testicles chopped off. And
the joy of neutering.
The joy of neutering, and they want him to have one last final night before he gets his balls chopped off.
One last hoorah!
And this is a movie, where that premise, I don't think, is run into the ground. Maybe if you just don't like sex comedy, maybe if you just don't like, movies revolving around like pets stuff, because to me this is just dog who talks about balls, but also is a Secret Life of Pets, but it's also better than Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah,
I honestly, I think the fact that this was, I guess R-rated, and they could talk about stuff like that, and I was like, okay, that that's cool. I guess that's cool. I don't know. It made it a little bit like, it made it a little bit more just natural, because there's things that you can't do in kids' movies, kids' media, that you don't need to talk about. Like with like reproduction and getting their junk sliced off.
Getting their freak on.
Getting their freak on and stuff. These are animals. And animals can be filthy, disgusting creatures.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yes. So, isn't that wrong that, this movie comes out that, expresses that sometimes animals can be fucking freaky, disgusting, horny bitches? And they're just maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea. Maybe people want their safe, they want their safe, animated dog or pet movies, maybe they want that. But I think because the fact that, some people are kind of adverse to it, and I get it, and maybe it's not your cup of tea, but if some people are like, but I enjoy adult animation, I just don't want this type, you are never supportive. Doesn't matter. This is like a pet project that, it's nothing special. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, this is fucking his greatest thing that he's ever done. I'm like, no, it's nothing special.
But it is a passion project.
For a passion project that he wanted to do, I don't think it was that bad. I think there's some really good things about it.
And there's some stuff that they could have done better. But, people were like, I can understand when you see a trailer and that's all you think it is.
The trailer did not sell me on anything. The trailer actually made it look bad.
Yeah, the trailer was honestly worse than the actual movie. The actual movie,
I think they were doing it because, shock value. It really is not that shocking. Literally, you see, the dog's quote-unquote bits for, in this hour-and-a-half movie. You see dog, this particular dog's bits for, maybe...
Not even
10 minutes of runtime.
Yeah, it's you barely even.
And then it's not like they animate him every single shot with the bits. They literally are just there when they want them emphasized. He's trying to make a point or something.
Yeah,
and like you don't see anything else. You don't see actual genitalia.
The most you see is probably like implications of stuff being there, but you don't actually see it.
You just see a dog's you just see the bits, and like you see I guess I guess what do you call that? The chest area. That's pretty much it.
Chest floof.
Yeah, the chest floof, under there.
Some are more pronounced than others.
Yeah,
but that's because of the breed. Yeah, because there's different breeds that have more pronounced areas than others, like the Borzoi.
The Borzoi.
That's basically what one of the dogs is. The breed. Honey is basically a Borzoi.
Yeah.
So she kind of has more pronounced chest, but that's because of her breed.
I love actually how they draw the dog breeds. Honestly, the dog breeds are
they're really 2D
good. 2D dog breeds, and we've had a lot of 2D dogs. Let's be honest. I think the whole 90s was filled with the whole 80s and 90s were just filled with 2D dogs, 2D cats, all this type of animal shit. This is probably one of the best renditions I've seen of
at least in the modern age
of animals.
In general,
2D, or in 2D cartoon, in a 2D cartoon, I think the designs fucking nailed. I really do think
honestly, so. They were really good. That's definitely something I will
also
say about
pronounced
this.
To their personality wise. I think that's what he does best. I think he can create a character based on the silhouette and match it, and based on silhouette, based on movement, and based on mannerisms, and he can attach. I'm talking about Kidney, and he can attach a personality to it that will fit that. And I think that's what he's best at. He's a great character animator, and he's a great character designer.
Definitely.
And
I'll say that.
And then when you match it with a good voice, then it's really hard for me not to say that is great character work. That's great. That's not. It's hard for me not to say that. And I think there's some great character work in this movie. In terms of the animation and how it fits their voice, and I guess when I say it's nothing special, I guess the script,
the script is pretty basic.
It's pretty basic. It's very, very basic.
But again, it's literally just.
But it's about a dog's ball getting chopped off, and they a couple of bros just want one last night of just being out on the town, and that's what this film is. It's not supposed to win any. I don't think that. I think it was just made for fun. I think
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's just made for fun. It showed and just made hey, we could still do 2D animation, a full-length 2D animated film that you guys so desperately fucking want, but I don't think you guys want that anymore. I think you just want animated films to be like they used to be. Guys,
this is coming from someone who's an animation nerd.
But but this isn't as great as stuff I guess the raunchy animated films from the 70s or stuff like that. This isn't bringing the commentary that I want in my animated feature. Does everyone need to be like that? Does everyone need to be like that? As long as it's not the whole fucking movie. And as long as this isn't Sausage Party, because by God...
Sausage Party was bad.
Now, can we start judging things? Can we forget about Sausage Party and judge it on this level now? Because I think this should be at least the new level of your crass animated feature.
Because at least with this, they made
Sausage Party is that scene in Shark Tale where he's there's whale poop and then there's you. That's where Sausage Party is. And at least this is above the whale poop, okay? A little bit above the whale poop. Can we start judging, if your film is better than Fixed, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
If your film is better than Sausage Party, that's also great. If your film is below or just right there next to Sausage Party, you made a bad film.
I also agree, because, in my opinion, we need more adult animated stuff. Doesn't have to be of this caliber, but, at least more,
if you want crass adult animation, there's plenty of places to get it from. I think because of the fact that it was a 2D animated film that was, from, I guess, one of the greatest 2D animators of all time, and you were oh... he went the John K route. Oh, fucking hell. You guys don't know anything. You guys are stupid. Stupid hoes! Okay, I'm sorry.
Good Lord, Jay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They want to make a big deal about it. Why can't I?
I get it.
They want to make a big... Like, you guys don't care. And also, you guys don't care about any of this art getting made in, like, a studio. Like, that's something that isn't an indie project.
Yeah, this had Sony. Real money. Yeah, this had real money. Like, for those who don't know, this was made by Sony.
This had real studio backing behind it. It had probably a more mature budget. I don't know what the budget is. Maybe I would be shocked if this was made like more than like $50 million, because like a 2D animation like might be cheaper than 3D, but not by much. And like, you know, they put on Sony. Like, I get it. You guys are obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunters right now, just like me, and are just like, oh, Sony's gonna do this again. That's what makes them good. That's what makes them great. Sony can put out quality products on severity different levels.
Budget is $30 million.
You say $30 million. $30 million to make this. And y'all think that's a waste of money. It really is not. It really isn't. Like, you guys are being so... Oh, my God. You guys are being so stupid. You guys are so dumb. And I get if it's not your humor and you just don't want to see it because it's your humor. That is a valid thing.
Yeah, like...
But don't judge this movie before it comes out saying that, oh, it's just going to be nothing but dog balls. It's not going to be all about the dog balls. It's not going to be all about the sex jokes. Okay? There's actual good jokes in here that aren't just about sex. Okay? You guys sometimes, you're just like, what do you call Puritans? Like, you guys are so puritanical about all of this shit. If you don't want to see that, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, don't come to me saying, oh, I'm not going to see this comedy when you guys go watch fucking whatever. Fucking Mr. Pickles. I don't know. Like, you know, don't go crying to me when you guys go watch fucking Mr. Pickles or South Park. Or, like, what's another one? Even Hell of a Boss. I'll put Hell of a Boss in there. Don't, like, go crying to me about that stuff, man. Don't go crying to me about that stuff. Because, honest to God, like, I think it's a little bit better than any of those. Let me just say that.
I personally like Hell of a Boss, like, a lot. But I get where Jay's coming from with it. Like, I get it. Like,
you guys are going to be like, oh, I want 2D anime. I want violent 2D anime. Okay, so we're just going to ignore the other part. We're just gonna ignore the stuff that also makes the other stuff rated R. You just want violence and gore. He made fucking Primal. You guys can go watch Primal for violence and gore.
If you really want like violence and gore, just go see that. Like, yeah. There's plenty of shit out there that you could literally go see that's adult animated. Like, I understand if you don't like sexual jokes or like comedies.
This is coming from you.
Yeah, like, because I like animation and stuff too, but I will admit, I genuinely like this movie. Mm-hmm. I thought this was honestly good. The trailer didn't even do this movie justice. That's the thing. This is, like, something I need people to understand. You can't just judge a movie by its trailer, because sometimes the trailer turns out like shit. Mm-hmm. This was one of those circumstances where the trailer turned out like shit.
Yeah, a lot of animated trailers turn out like shit.
This is why you gotta actually, like, watch the thing and judge it for yourself.
I just tend to not go see animated films that I have seen done in animation, but also in live action as well. Those are the animated films that I'm not really currently interested in, which is why I'm not interested in a lot of Disney or Pixar or whatever, any other studio. But at least with Sony, I know that I can get something a little bit different. At least I could get something a little bit more weird and crass and something like that. I mean, maybe same with DreamWorks, even though DreamWorks has adopted their whole other style that they want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that variety in animation is
especially
good.
Especially adult animation.
Yeah, I think variety in adult animation can be good, even if it turns out negative, like fucking Sausage Party. Like, at least it fucking exists. So we can like be like, okay, we cannot make another piece of shit like that ever again.
Like, I understand if you guys like don't want to give this a chance, but at least watch it.
If you guys enjoy adult animation and you do not mind the subject of
neutering
a dog, and like I think you will find, and if you're not exhaustive with like pet movies, because this is another pet movie. Like,
this is basically the adult animated version of Secret Life of Pets.
And you guys loved it, and normies love the shit out of that movie. You know how much that fucking movie made? Fucking $1 billion.
Like, if you liked Secret Life of Pets, but you wanted something like more adult, like focused, I feel like this is definitely a good like movie, especially if you liked Secret Life of Pets. I feel like Gendy did better than fucking Illumination. I will say that. Gendy did better than Illumination.
Did. But, of course, nobody's gonna fucking listen because, like, they want to keep their opinions. You guys can change your opinions over time. No one's gonna judge you.
I don't know if they even heard that.
I don't care. I'm still gonna whisper into the microphone.
And you're doing ASMR. Good lord.
Yes. But I think there's some good animation in here. There's some like good characterization in here.
Definitely.
There's like,
also,
even if the dialogue is simple, I thought like, I believed like the voices that were, speaking with this dialogue, that these were, had chemistry.
Yeah. Also, can we say that
I liked the fact that like the fucking main guy and the main girl character actually like fucking like each other.
Yeah, like they like each other. They don't hate each other, kind of thing. Also,
they want each other.
Yeah, they want each other. Can we also appreciate the fact? I gotta point this out before you like get sidetracked. Can we also point out that we actually have an intersex character in this movie,
which I was not expecting, by the way.
Me neither, and I'm happy about that. And they're also voiced by an intersex person. We don't have enough intersex representation, and the fact that we actually
it is a dog.
It's still a dog, but it still counts.
Yes.
As like some sort of representation, because we don't really have like that many intersex characters in media. So
maybe I know, like, this is very... You furries will watch anything with animals, talking animals in
But
it.
I'm just happy we actually get, like... And also, they were my favorite fucking character in this entire fucking movie.
They will.
Honestly. Frankie is their name. They were literally the best fucking character in this movie, and they only had, like... probably 10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, they only had, like, 5 to 10 minutes of screen time.
But they were,
with the friend... Like,
with the guy Lucky.
Friend... Yeah, with the guy friend actually being like...
Into it.
That's who you are. Oh my god, I'm in love with you. I know that was such a small little scene, but like, man, I feel like if that was done with like a human, like, human counterparts, people would be like, did you guys see the LGBT, whatever the fuck Twitter would be on? It's like, did you guys see that there was an intersex human mixing with a cis man? Oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. And I would be like freaking out, but because these are dogs.
Still,
like,
I'm happy we actually get...
There you go, it's gross. Ugh.
But like, it's one of those things where like, there's not a lot of LGBT stuff out there. There is more. I mean,
there is a lot more, granted.
Can I finish?
There's
a lot more than it used to be. There's still some parts of the LGBTQIA plus that aren't as represented as much. Like, example, intersex. Barely represented at all. We're lucky to get some asexual stuff here and there, but we haven't really got too much of the actual spectrum. Because asexuality is a spectrum.
A lot of it will be geared towards, like gays, lesbians, and trans women.
And bisexuals.
It
depends.
I put that on the lower end. But those are the three that people are like, oh, those are the three that like get the most representation out of any media.
And a lot of the shows I've seen have a lot of bisexual and pansexual characters, but the other ones don't get represented as much.
Yes, and while this is a dog, it starts a conversation. I'm like, hey, I did not know that there were intersex animals.
Yes, there are.
And I was like, is that a human thing? Or like, and then I was like, no, that's an animal thing.
I can actually prove it, so give me 1 second.
You can prove it. But I'm happy that existed. I'm happy that, like...
But yes, intersex animals exist. So, for those who don't know, yes, not just humans and people can be intersex.
And I like people who try to deny it still to this day. I'm like, you're just ignoring basic science then.
But look.
But I enjoyed that, a 2D movie that looks as good as it does. Like, this is like looks really good.
Yeah.
And not in like the style 2D look where everything has to have lines in it. I'm talking about like the main characters have lines, the humans have lines, but everything else is like a painted background.
Yeah.
I think that looks fun. I think that looks great. I think that's what 2D needs to strive for. Not just to save money, but also just to look like something else. Something other than like the 2D that we used to get in the 80s or 90s.
Exactly.
This is not any different than like... This is not any different from me than like all of your fucking 70s or 80s like raunchy kids movies that came out, except they just talk about balls more.
Yeah.
Like this and movie, they have and it has more cursing in it. Like that it's just up a level. But you guys are just ignoring it because of that. And I'm like, dude.
Also, this is one of those movies that like, and I'm happy about this too. Like I mentioned before, this is also one of those movies that actually has a part of the LGBT community that isn't represented enough. Like, basically, in my personal opinion, we don't have enough on the latter
also
end.
isn't really demonized.
Yeah, it's not. It's just seen as normal, which is a real thing. Like, being LGBT is normal. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
But, like, I like that we get to see...
You guys forget that animators are also freaks. You guys forget, like, you guys are like, oh, I don't want to see that side of the animation community. It makes us all look like perverts. I'm like...
Y'all,
you guys are kind of are. I mean, you guys, like, do you know how much, like, you know, people will actually just fucking draw this shit?
Yeah.
Like...
But like, with the LGBT stuff as well, I also gotta mention, like, I'm just happy we get another side of the LGBT, like, community that isn't represented enough. Like, asexuality, you can barely find anything at this point, because I'm technically demisexual. I haven't really seen, like, much demisexuality. We've only seen, like, just the bare minimum of asexual. Maybe aromantic if you're really looking.
I like that you're going on this conversation with the character doesn't even appear for, like, 5 minutes in the movie.
Let me finish. Like, but I like that we actually get another side of the LGBT community that isn't represented as much. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
And it makes
I just
me happy
like that. Like,
I don't know.
Now people are gonna be like, "Oh, this character exists, like appears in a lot." No, they really don't. They just appear in like a couple scenes.
It's literally not even like at least 10 minutes.
Yeah.
At least 10 minutes they're in this.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, and here's another fun fact: they're also voiced by an intersex person, which is also great.
I also
like,
think that the story itself is like, you know, bittersweet. I also think that the story is sweet, a little bit sweet, but also a little bit bittersweet.
Yeah.
Because, spoiler alert, he can't keep his balls very long.
But it's kind of inevitable at that point.
Yeah, it's kind of inevitable. And you're like, okay, and the lengths he will go to be with Honey, I was like, okay, he actually likes this girl and doesn't want her to, like, I guess, mate with anyone. So, like...
Or at least anyone that he doesn't, I guess, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But, like, you know, he just, you know, I think that, you know, that relationship, that party relationship, even though it's bare bones, is sweet. You could still have bare bone material that is sweet. It doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to be the greatest thing ever made.
And also, it's nice that,
no one's gonna make the greatest thing ever made.
Exactly. But, like, it's nice. We get to actually see their relationship.
But because it's fucking Genndy Tartakovsky and because it's fucking Sony, then people are gonna just turn a blind eye to it. They're gonna turn their nose up to it. And I don't think you should do that. At least it didn't do for me. Like, come on, guys. Sony has made worse. Adult animation has made so much worse.
Like, they've had some good stuff and they've had some bad stuff.
Yeah.
This, in my opinion, is more on the good end.
Yeah. If this was a bad movie, I would definitely just be like, hey, this is a bad movie. It's like as bad or even worse as Sausage Party. Probably don't go see it. But because it's not that, and it's actually like competently made, I think. You know, I'm not just here sucking Sony's dick.
Or Genndy's dick.
Because
I know you a big... Okay, the big thing...
I know I'm a big Genndy hoe.
You're
even
a big
though I've, like,
hoe.
only watched,
You're an
like...
Adam Sandler hoe.
No, I'm... Okay, not really someone.
Just saying.
Shut up. But, I mean, I admit that he has done stuff that I have not personally, like, cared to see. You know? I understand. Everybody has their faults. Everybody is gonna have something that they don't like. And by God, if Fix is one of those things where you just don't like, like, have a good reason for not liking it. It'll be like, oh, it's not my humor. Oh, I'm sick and tired of actually just watching dog films or whatever.
Then don't watch dog films. There's plenty of shit that isn't dog films.
There's plenty of stuff. And, like, people hear the word passion project and be like, oh, you had so much time to develop. I'm just like, yeah, like, but...
Don't forget, Gendy's a busy man, if you think about it. Like, Gendy works on so many fucking projects.
He is a busy man. You know how many fucking pilots that he's contributed to?
And also how many, like, projects that he's done that haven't even, like, been seen by the public.
Also works in
I'm talking to you, Popeye movie.
He also works in live action, man. So he's everywhere. But, like... I don't get people that are just like, oh, we got, like, you know, we got to get on the hate train. We got to get on the hate train. You guys, let's get on the hate train because this is not what I want for my 2D animated film that is going to bring back an era. It's going to bring back a generation. Why don't you just shut the fuck up and let people make what they want?
Yeah, at least this is a passion project. Like, Gendy's done so much stuff that hasn't even, like,
he's done
seen the light of the day.
Yeah, he's done so much
stuff. At least let him
stuff.
have this.
Yeah. Maybe they'll bring back his animated films that he actually wants to make. Maybe he'll give him that Popeye movie back. Maybe he'll give back his original projects back. You know, you guys are thinking with, like, your frontal lobe and not the rest of your fucking head. Like, you guys aren't thinking about all this. You guys.
I love how passionate you are when you get like this. I love it.
I just don't like when people are just like, this person has made a bad thing, despite them making great stuff. They made one bad thing, or they made a couple bad things, which means we have to discredit every single thing ever, and, like, which means we have to abandon the genre all in together. Oh my god, they will never make another good thing ever again. I hate that. I fucking hate this shit. I fucking hate it. Like, you guys don't want to support. You know, you guys don't want to support your studio-made movies? Fine, don't support them. Be consistent with your shit.
Or at least, like, if you don't want to support that, go at least support the indie animation stuff. Like, you know, Digital Circus, like, from Glitch Productions, other stuff like that. If you really don't want to do that, at least go support indie places. If you really don't want to support, like, someone's passion project.
I'm surprised we're still even having this conversation in fucking 2025 when, like, fucking animation is, like, one of the highest grossing things in media right now.
Yeah.
And, like, we're like, oh, but we're still gonna act like it's the fucking 2010s, and we're still mad at people who want certain stuff being made, but if it's not to my liking, then it's the garbage. Like, we're still acting like that. I'm so sick and tired of that. I'm so sick and tired. This is why I got the fuck off Twitter, man. This is actually just why I got the fuck off Twitter. There's too many fucking bozos who are just, like, typing and not thinking.
Mindlessly typing.
Yeah, this is why. Even our Twitter couldn't save it. Even our Twitter couldn't save it for me. I was like,
that's the reason I'm still on Twitter, is because of the art.
Even our Twitter couldn't save it for me. I had too many reposts of people, like, just fucking just dogging on each other, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not doing this. At least TikTok, you can not see the comments. At least Instagram, you cannot see the comments. It's just Twitter is nothing but comments. Why would I want that? Like, I don't need to see just comments.
Anyway, okay, that's enough of the tangent.
The moral of the story is, don't fucking go on Twitter. It's run by a Nazi anyway.
Good Lord, Jay. Anyway, I'm gonna give my rating. Jay's gonna give his rating, and then he's gonna edit this video, and then I'm gonna post it.
Yeah.
So we can finally have this out on the internet for everyone to see.
Yes.
Honestly, this was a lot better than I was expecting it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was expecting this to be a lot worse, especially because of the trailer. The trailer does not do this.
Were you
movie
expecting
justice.
just sex jokes?
Yeah. I was expecting a lot more sex jokes and no plot. This actually had a plot. It was a simple plot, but it was still a plot. And it still had heartwarming characters that just happened to be dogs and had genitalia. But not, like, detailed genitalia. At least they had something.
Yeah, at least it was 2D and not 3D, so we couldn't see every single hairy little fucking part of it.
But still, like, this is one of the better like adult animated stuff I've seen. One of the better ones. It's simple, it's to the point, and it's just fun. Yeah. Like, enjoy something fun for once. And I didn't think I was going to like this. I liked this a lot better than I thought. Yeah. And this is coming from someone that was never really into adult animation until I got a lot older. Mm-hmm. Especially with a lot more of the newer stuff. I know Jay doesn't like Hell of a Boss, but I like it. I like Hazbin Hotel. Minus the problematic shit. I don't really pay attention to the problematic shit. I support it for the people that actually did the shit. Mm-hmm. Like the good shit. But I get it.
It's fine.
But at the same time, if you like stuff that's not, like, super violent and just want something
You guys always talk about problematic stuff. This film has no problematic shit in it.
Not that I can think of.
Like, nothing. Unless you just don't want to see balls. But, like...
But there's plenty of balls, like...
But, like...
You got balls
everything
to the
has
walls everywhere.
Like, everything has balls, like, on it.
Pretty much, except, like,
That's the first thing you're drawn is, like... That's the first thing you do when you get to college class. You have to draw balls.
Also, also here's the other thing.
Like you guys, you guys are like, I don't want to see balls. I'm like, that's the first thing that you're taught.
Also, it's not like Pompoko. For those who don't know what that is,
at least it's that. Oh my god! At least
it's not Pompoko with the fucking big ass Tanuki balls.
Oh my god!
At least it's not that.
Wait,
if you guys are.
Oh, yeah, please.
If you're at least going to complain about balls, complain about that movie.
And that movie's G.
That movie's a G movie made by Studio Ghibli.
And they inflate the balls.
I don't know if that's just a whole... I never liked that movie.
Culturally... I mean, I've never seen that. I've never seen Pompoko. I feel like I would like it. I feel like I would like it.
I would probably hate it again.
But that one is a lot more graphic with its ball imagery. At
least with this, like, if you're going to compare this movie, don't compare it to that. At least this is better than that. This at least is tame.
Damn. Fix is better than a Studio Ghibli movie. Oh my god. To, like, the adult, like, that's your hot take right there.
Shut up. Anyway.
That's Mari's hot take right there. They like this better than a Studio Ghibli movie. What do you guys have to say about that? Go bug them on their Twitter.
Oh, brother, honey. Enough with the Twitter. Anyway. Please just go give this movie a chance. At least before you decide to be like, hey, this movie sucks.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I saw the trailer. And it's like, then watch the fucking movie. It's not even that long. It's literally like an hour and a half.
No, it's not that long.
Y'all are going to be pissy
about... It's less than an hour and a half.
Really? How long was it?
It's like 85 minutes.
Y'all are complaining over an 85-minute movie? Bro, you guys are fucking stupid. I give this movie...
Supposedly now there's a lot more to complain about.
Yeah. For me...
This does not need a whiff of your time.
Personally, for me, I would give this movie...
Fuck you, Moist Critical.
Okay, enough, honey. Enough.
Okay.
We're rating the movie. You went on your tangent. You're done.
Yeah.
Enough of your tangent.
What's your rating?
Okay, no more. No more. Okay? Stop. I give this movie a 7 out of 10. I think, for what it is, it's really good. It's an adult animated movie. You guys need to get off your fucking high horse and just enjoy something for what it is. Mm-hmm. I think this is a solid movie. Is it the best movie Gindy's made? Probably not. But I still think for what we did get, I still think it's good. Please go give this a chance before you decide to get on your little high horse.
I was going to give it a 6 out of 10. But then I was like, does it really deserve a 6 out of 10? Because
you gave
that's
it a
on the border of good.
You gave it a 2.5 on fucking Letterboxd.
Which is half. So I'll give it a 5.5.
You give it a 5.5?
Yeah, because, again, it is nothing special. Even though I've been mad and shit. I've been mad at mostly the fucking animation nerds. That just don't think. But, all honesty, it's nothing special. I'm happy that he got the project made. Is it something that I will go back to over and over again? Probably not.
But at least for what we did get, it's good.
Yes.
But yeah,
at least it's decent. It is a decent little thing, and if it's not your thing, that's fine. Just please, fucking don't be stupid.
Yeah. If you don't want to enjoy a dog getting his balls cut off, then don't enjoy getting a dog's balls cut off. Anyway.
They don't even do, like, the one thing that I expected them to do.
What did you expect them to do?
I expected them to use the word not, and they didn't. That's crazy.
That's it? That's the only thing?
No, that's actually crazy to me.
Jay.
No, that is actually crazy to me. Like, I'm like, you guys talk about dog sex and stuff like that, but they don't mention actually, like, producing anything.
If they were going to do that, they probably would have done that in the whorehouse. That's probably the only place they would have done it.
Guys, they don't show the actual, like,
anything.
Dick.
You don't even see any of it.
Yeah, you don't even
You just see like, the pose. You don't see nothing.
You guys acted like they were just swinging their junk around all throughout the movie. I'm like, no.
Well, technically his balls were swinging around, but no dick.
I've seen so much worse.
I'm just saying.
I've seen so much like, you know, crash shit. I'm just like, this is nothing that you can't, like, you can't, like, commission a fucking furry DeviantArt artist for. Like, you guys are just...
Anyway, that's it for the podcast.
Yep.
Now, excuse us while Jay decides to edit this video, because we're posting this after this. I don't feel like drawing a thumbnail for this. We're just gonna pick a random thing.
I even suggest them, hey, let's just draw us as dogs.
No.
I didn't even suggest, like, drawing us with balls. I just was like, hey, just draw us with dogs.
I'd rather just... No, thank you. I'd rather...
I would be a Doberman, by the way.
Jay! Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I am Mari.
I am Jay.
And we're out. Bye, guys!
Bye.